Let's face it, when people say you need $10,000 for a serious watch, we say, false start, restart the engine. Because today, we're diving headfirst into the underdog arena. The sweet spot where style meets specs, and where passion isn't defined by price. This is Best Watches Under $1,000. And we're kicking it off with 10 powerhouse pieces. That punch so far above their weight, they're practically on another planet. If you're hunting value, versatility, mechanical magic, or you just want your first serious timepiece, this is where it begins. Buckle up, because we're going full throttle. Seiko Prospex Speedtimer SC911, the solar speed demon. This isn't just a chronograph. This is Seiko flexing its solar muscles and vintage racing DNA. Inspired by Seiko's 1969 chronographs, the SC911 screams motorsport from every angle. The Panda dial, clean white face with black subdials, red accents, tachymeter bezel, looks like it came straight off a 70s pit wall. 39mm stainless steel case went with brushed and polished finishing. Solar-powered Seiko 192. Movement. 24-hour subdial chronograph minutes, small seconds. Date window at 4:30, divisive but discreet. Tachymeter bezel that actually looks usable. Sapphire crystal and 100 meters water resistance. What's the magic here? No battery changes. Ever. The Solar V192 just charges and goes. And the case size? It's that perfect Goldilocks fit. Not too big, not too small. Just pure vintage racetrack heat. Price. Around $600 US. Retail, but street price often dips to $500 to $550 US. For this level of finish and tech, criminally underrated. Bova Jet Star, retro futurism in full flight. The 70s called. They're jealous. Because Bulova Jet Star is a re-edition that feels like David Bowie designed it in a spaceship. Tonneau case, sunburst dial, and a smooth sweeping hand, courtesy of high-frequency precisionist movement. 40mm stainless steel case with brushed flanks and polished surfaces. Powered by the Bulova Precisionist NP20. High-frequency quartz with sweep seconds, accuracy of plus or minus 5 seconds per month. Sapphire crystal, 50 meters water resistance. Available in stunning dial colors, red sunburst, champagne, and silver. Why it matters. The Bulova Precisionist isn't just a quartz movement. It's an ultra-high-frequency beast. 262 kHz compared to standard quartz's 32 kHz, which gives you that ultra-smooth seconds hand and extreme accuracy. And let's be honest, that retro cushion case makes you feel like you're wearing a spaceship on your wrist. Price. Around $595 USD retail. Often at $500 online. You're getting unique design, rare movement tech, and heritage in one shot. Tissot PRX Powermatic 80. The integrated icon. You knew this was coming. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is the affordable integrated bracelet watch of the decade. It takes the vibes of a Royal Oak or Nautilus, then drops the price by a factor of 10, and still delivers Swiss mechanical muscle. 40mm case with beautifully brushed surfaces and sharp angular lugs. Integrated stainless steel bracelet with the butterfly clasp. Automatic Powermatic 80 movement. 80-hour power reserve. Sapphire crystal exhibition caseback. 100-meter water resistance. What's the sauce on the dial? Whether it's blue waffle, black, ice green, or champagne. The textures explode in the light. The tapering bracelet hugs the wrist, and that 80-hour reserve means it's still ticking when your weekend's over. Price. MSRP is $695 but street prices hover around us $600 to $650 Marlin. Want integrated design with Swiss sole? This is your launchpad. Certina DS Super PH 1000M, the deep diver sleeper hit. Now let's go deep, and I mean really deep. The Certina DS Super PH 1000M is a tribute to a 1970 model, but reimagined with modern Swiss muscle. Chunky, bold, unapologetic, this diver isn't for desk swimmers, it's for serious wrists. 43.5mm stainless steel case with massive crown guards. Automatic. Powermatic 80 movement. Orange or black dial with a plonger hands. Unidirectional, diver bezel, screw-down crown. 1,000 meters of water resistance. Yes, 1,000. Comes with rubber strap or NATO. Why this matters? Certina uses the same swatch group backbone as Tissot, but leans heavier into rugged tool watch territory. This is for folks who want dive specs, without breaking the $1,000 ceiling. Price. Around $860 to $995 USD, depending on strap and retailer. And at this price, it swims circles. That's around most dive watches double the cost. Citizen Suyosa, the Steel Samurai. Clean, minimal, sharp. The Citizen Tsuyosa is Japan's answer to the integrated bracelet trend, and it delivers style without shouting. With bold dial colors like yellow, turquoise, dark green, and black, and a polished integrated case, this thing looks 3 times the price. 40mm stainless steel case, the integrated bracelet, automatic, Citizen caliber, 8210. 50-meter water resistance, sapphire crystal. Date window at 3 o'clock with Cyclops. No lume, but who cares when you're glowing with confidence? What makes it special? It's not trying to be a Rolex clone. The Tsuyosa has its own flair, sleek, modern, wearable, and with that integrated bracelet, you're getting instant street cred. Price. Around $450 to $500 US. But for the finish and heritage, it's practically theft. Timex Marlin hand wound. Retro elegance on a budget. This one, pure mid-century charm. The Timex Marlin hand wound is straight from 1960. Slim, stylish, and ticking with a throwback mechanical heartbeat. A perfect dress watch that's simple, elegant, and soulful. 34 to 38mm stainless steel case, depending on model. Manual wind movement, Seagull ST6. Domed acrylic crystal. Silver sunburst dial with stylized numerals or indices. Thin leather strap, vintage proportions. The charm, you have to wind it every day. And that creates a ritual, a connection. It slows time down. And the size? Perfectly retro. If you have a slim wrist or love true vintage, this one's got your name all over it. Price. $199 to $249 US. Yes, really. Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. The Trench Titan. Now we're talking. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is a mil-spec masterpiece that looks like it came straight out of World War II and landed in your modern wardrobe. Rugged, manual, purpose-built. 38mm bead-blasted stainless steel case. Manual wind. Hamilton H50 movement. 80-hour power reserve, 50-meter water resistance, domed sapphire crystal, 24-hour military dial, NATO strap included. Why it hits hard? The H50 manual caliber lets you feel every turn. The lume is nuclear, and it wears like a glove. This is the tool watch for the minimalist, the field nerd, the guy who wants no fuss, just precision and grit. Price: $495 to $575 USD, depending on dial color and strap. Bulova Hackatches Reborn. Here's another field monster, this time from Bulova, reviving their legendary World War II hack watches. Simple, clear, rugged, and yes, you can hack the seconds for perfect sync. A tribute to American soldiers and their trusted timekeepers. 38mm stainless case, sandblasted finish, automatic Miyota 82S0 movement, loomed Arabic numerals and syringe hands, domed mineral crystal, 30 meters water resistance. The kicker? It's history on your wrist. Functional, accurate, and proudly military-inspired, but with modern durability and charm. Price: around $325 to $375 USD. A no-brainer if you love vintage field watch aesthetics. Tissot Heritage 1938 COSC Swiss Precision Vintage Sole. COSC certified. That means official Swiss chronometer status. In a watch under $1,000. The Tissot Heritage 1938 oozes vintage charm with a sector dial, Arabic numerals, and an elegance that feels straight out of a smoky 1930s train station in Geneva. 39mm polished case, vintage lugs, automatic, ETA 2824-2 COSC movement. Domed sapphire crystal, 50 meters water resistance. Leather strap with butterfly clasp. Why it's rare? COSC certification at this price point is nearly extinct. Tissot is offering chronometer-level accuracy in a vintage reissue for under $1,000. That's insane. Price: around $825 to $950 USD, depending on dial and strap. Baltic MR01, the micro rotor. Miracle. This is not just a budget watch, this is art in motion. The Baltic MR01 took the entire watch community by storm. A micro brand from France just redefined what's possible under $1,000. And let's be clear, this isn't hype, this is horological alchemy. 36mm stainless steel case, 9.9mm thin. Gorgeous sector dial with Breguet-style numerals and leaf hands. Sapphire crystal, display case back. Manual wind, micro rotor movement. Hangzhou, Cal 5000, yes, a micro rotor at this price. Sub-seconds at 7 o'clock for quirky, elegant balance. 30 meters water resistance. Why this watch matters? This is independent watchmaking done right. The proportions? Elegant and perfect for any wrist. The dial? A sector symphony of vintage charm and precision. The movement? Visible, compact, beautiful, and unheard of at this price. You're looking at a micro rotor movement with a 42-hour power reserve, beating at 28,800 beats per hour. That movement architecture, it usually belongs in watches costing 10 times more. And it wears like a dream. The 36mm case hugs the wrist with vintage comfort. The finishing is sharp, the experience, next level. Price: originally launched around 650 to 710 euros, approx. 700 to 750 US dollars. But demand is insane, so secondhand prices can reach 1,000 plus. Still, if you grab one near retail, you're winning. Big. So there you have it. 10 iconic watches under $1,000. From Seiko's speed-driven chronographs to Baltic's mechanical masterpiece, every piece on this list proves something simple. You don't need a 5-figure flex to own real horological magic. You just need knowledge, taste, and the watch enthusiast mindset. Now it's your turn. Which watch do you think we missed? What's your favorite piece under $1,000? Drop it in the comments and school us. We're always listening, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next drop. More in-depth breakdowns, more horological heat, and more watches that punch way above their price tag coming your way weekly. This has been the best watches under $1,000. Brought to you by the Watch Enthusiast. Stay curious, stay sharp, and always let your wrist do the talking.